We are at the 124th Grand Market on this beautiful Thursday evening, and guess what? It's time for some drift. This is probably the most famous food truck in all of Edmonton, and it's famous for good reason. I cannot wait to get my hands on some of that pork belly. On the streets since 2011, Drift is pretty much one of Edmonton's OG food trucks. They were one of the first on the scene when food trucks really started to become a thing. The best part, after a decade, they're still probably the best food truck in the city. Locals know that this is the truck that you want, especially for their legendary pork belly sandwich. If they ever took it off the menu, I think the planet might implode. It's science. The best way to figure out where Drift is going to be on any given day is to check their website, where they've got an up-to-date calendar of their whereabouts. The truck shuts down for the winter, so it's always exciting when the end of April rolls around and you know that you're going to be able to start stocking them again. I went to find the truck on the season's opening of the 124th Grand Market in Westmount, a wonderful farmer's market. Drift does sometimes sell out, so if there's something particular that you want to eat from them, I'd recommend arriving early. This will also help you to avoid waiting in a giant lineup. These days, the menu on offer is usually pretty standard. They've got 4 sandwiches, all amazing. They've also got some sides that are very good as well. You know the drill. You approach the truck window to make your order with the friendly people inside, then wait a few minutes until they call your name and hand you a brown paper bag filled with goodness. To drink, they usually have interesting local canned beverages, and they're often different from one visit to the next. I spotted the Troubled Monk ginger ale soda from Red Deer and decided to give it a try. This craft ginger ale was quite possibly the best ginger ale that I've ever tasted. The flavor was so real. You could tell that it's made with real ginger, but also had a very unique and wonderful molasses flavor that I really enjoyed. Next, I moved in on the sides. We were going to have a true Drift feast on this day. There were 4 different items to choose from, and I had to try the poutine because I think that this might be something a bit new that they're doing. So the fries alone are already something special, but then they went ahead and turned them into a poutine. This very well may be the best poutine happening in Edmonton right now. The fries are ultra crispy and golden, likely double fried and dusted in their delicious seasoning. The cheese curds were fresh and squeaky, piled on high, and the gravy was hot and savory. This is the poutine that Edmonton needs to know about. I also ordered the broccoli salad because health. Loved this little salad. This is a great way to add something a bit more fresh to your Drift meal, and I loved the bright combination of veggies and fruit. The broccoli was crunchy, and the apple and raisin gave it a nice sweetness. You can't really go wrong with this salad, and you'll feel like you ate vegetables. And then it's sandwich time. The pork belly sandwich is an Edmonton legend, and I doubt that I'll ever be able to get myself to order anything else. This sandwich is everything. I dove in immediately and reveled in the symphony of flavors. First and foremost is the pork belly that has taken on an incredible caramelized glaze, which gives it a bit of a crunch. It's sliced thin and the fat is rendered down perfectly. Next, the pickled vegetables and cilantro give the sandwich a definite Vietnamese vibe, and the slight kick from the chili mayo is the perfect way to round everything out. The bun reminds me of the soft and crusty Portuguese type. It's a perfect sandwich. Incredibly delicious and consistently amazing for a whole decade, this sandwich must never go away. I love Drift. They're a major part of the culinary tapestry in this city, and they've certainly played a huge role in making the food truck scene everything that it is today. I am giving Drift 5 out of 5 Obviously, they're the best food truck in town. The food is always delicious. And now I just want to like literally get in my car and go get some right now because I've been talking about them and now I want that sandwich. They're a special truck. I will be tracking Drift Down repeatedly all summer long, and you should too. That was this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. We make new videos every Thursday. And don't forget to find me on, that's not what I was gonna say. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me how much you love food and eating it. And Archie, and don't forget to find me on Instagram. It's Erica Eats Everything. And I'm playing with Duplo and constantly eating everything. So let's go do that together. That is how I talk like a human person.
With Duplo.
Now with Duplo. Archie, Mommy's trying to read. Thank you. I appreciate your round of applause. Archie, can you I'm just trying to get this done, okay? Thank you. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Why are you shooting Duplo at me?
Trying to slide it in all sneaky.
I'm excited just thinking about it. Can we go get some drift today? They might be out there. Let's find them. He's shaking his head no, because